All righty. So, all right. In this episode 12, we are going to turn all your past clients' sphere of influence into an army that's going to send you repeat and referral business like clockwork every month. Everybody down for that? Sound good?
Yes.
That's great.
All right. How many people we got on here now?
I see 21 right now, Ray.
Okay. Well, let's get going. So I'm going to try and go pretty quickly on this, but we may go a little longer than normal because there's a lot of steps to this, but we're going to build it right here as we go along. You everybody seeing my screen okay? You got a good, Tom?
It looks
Yes.
good. Looks good, yeah.
All right. You remember this quote, right, Tom? Take any 100 people that started their working careers and follow them until they reach the age of retirement. Here's what you'll find. According to Social Security Administration, 1 will be wealthy. 4 people will be financially secure. 5 will continue working, not because they want to work, but because they have to. 36 people will be dead. 54 will be dead broke. And dependent on Social Security checks, relatives, friends, and even charity. That's 5% successful, 95% unsuccessful. And hey, and I'm not saying this to shame anybody. This is more of a reminder for myself than anyone. I am not as successful as I want to be right now. Okay. So what is the difference between the 5 and the 95? Any guesses?
I heard 1.
I say 1.
I would say motivation. A lot of people don't act when they should.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wrong choices.
Yeah.
Lack of a plan.
Well, that could be bad, right? Wrong choices, end up in prison or something. It'd be hard to be successful. So, in my opinion, it's implementation. It's all about implementation. I've said before, version 1 is better than version none. Get it going, get it out there, get moving, right? You can always spruce it up, make it better along the way, but get things going right now. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today, right, is getting our past clients a sphere of influence and training them how to send us referrals, repeat and referral business, repeat business from them and referrals. So I was kind of brainstorming last night and I was thinking about it. Why don't we get more referrals, right? Well, we've all heard that statistic from NAR. Well, it's like, I don't know, 70% of people would use their realtor from the past, but they don't remember their phone number. They can't even remember their name. They're not in touch with them anymore. There's all kind of reasons why, right? So with us, right, hope and a prayer is not a good strategy. A lot of times we will just think that because we did such a great job with them, that they're gonna send us referrals, right? And that's just not enough. People don't remember. I hear stories all the time about past clients coming around and you finally see it running into someone at the grocery store and they say, "Oh man, I just bought a house. I'm so excited." And you're going, "What? You didn't tell me, how did you do that?" And being just so, "Well, I thought you were so busy. I didn't want to bother you." They don't get it that we don't get paid unless we have a closing, right? We got to be, if we don't kill, we don't get to eat. We don't get a paycheck like them every 2 weeks. So we can't just hope and pray, right? We have to stay in touch. Even when we try, like a lot of times we'll send spam, right? Try to blast things out to everybody that is completely irrelevant to them. I use the example, right? If we're here in Santa Fe, right? But if I'm in a $5 million house here in Santa Fe, do I want to see the average statistics for all of Santa Fe County? Means absolutely nothing, right? I mean, there's houses here that are 200,000, 100,000, all the way up to 25 million. So we can't just send out a blanket, market update like that. Why don't we make more phone calls? I know everybody loves making cold calls and calling and bothering people, right? So that's another reason what I was thinking, why we don't get more repeat and referral business. Hate making those phone calls because it's so easy to unsubscribe. If Ray Rice were calling me all the time saying, "Hey Ray, who do you know looking to buy or sell real estate? I'm ready. I'm your realtor." I eventually stopped asking or answering his phone calls. So we're sending them things that are not important to them, right? So they unsubscribe. Easy to unsubscribe from your emails, your phone calls, your social media, everything. All right. So what do we do about this, Ray? I'm going to show you. We're going to build it all right here together. And I am not, I think I've told a lot of you that I try to build my business to where, if my phone only takes incoming phone calls, and I don't have to make outgoing phone calls to people. That's how I try. It's not, not 100%, but that's how I try to set things up. All right, let's see. So we're going to implement, right? This is going to be Ray's Get Your Sphere in Gear Smart Plan. Okay. Now you see a little disclosure down there at the bottom. I R&D'd this from Ben Kinney. I ripped off and duplicated, right? But then I massaged it for KW Santa Fe. So the only thing that this is from Ben Kinney is the Get Your Sphere in Gear. That's kind of his term. So, but again, I just massaged it for Ray Rice and for Santa Fe. You guys will be able to do the same thing if you want to massage it. You won't have to. All right, who should we put in our database?
Oh, good.
These are places you should be looking, right? You probably on, in your cell phone, you have tons of names, friends, family, relatives. Go through your Facebook. I do these things like once a year. I go through all of my different logins that I have and see who I'm missing. LinkedIn. LinkedIn is one of the best places to find information about people. If you are connected with them on LinkedIn, you get their birthday, their anniversary, and people don't fake that stuff. All the vendors that we use, they should be in your sphere and gear. You send them business, right? They ought to be sending you business. Church. Obviously, your past clients and closings, make sure they are all in your database and put on these plans. And Tom, you know me, I only like doing things that are highly scalable. I don't like, I love to work hard, right? If I'm going to work really, really hard this month, it's because it's going to make next month easier, right?
Yeah. One of the things I like a lot is that you put in the vendors and business and you set it. Man, we turn a lot of business on over to vendors and businesses. And, we kind of, there's somebody I work with instead of somebody who can give us a referral. That's an excellent one.
Yeah. Anybody ever heard of Robin Dunbar?
I think so.
So there's a rule of 150 people. I know I've spoken with a few of you about this, but Dunbar's number of 150, it's a suggested cognitive limit to the number of people with whom one can maintain social relationships in which an individual knows who each person is and how each person relates to other people. This number was first proposed back in the 90s by this British anthropologist, Robin Dunbar. He proposed that humans can comfortably maintain 150 stable relationships. He explained it informally as the number of people you would not feel embarrassed about joining uninvited for a drink if you happen to bump into them at the bar, right? Does that kind of make sense? I use the analogy a lot is if you were walking through the supermarket and you ran into somebody, you would know them and they would know you by name. Not that, if you're like me, I'll usually duck and hide because I can't remember their name. But I have tons of notes and tags and stuff, even in my phone. I'm like, what was that guy who lived up there on the hill? And then I can look them up and find it. So anyway, does that make sense? Top 150. In my database, I usually have a tag that says Ray's Top 150. Okay. These are the people that I focus on. These are the people that I don't blast crap out to. These are people that I know, like, and love, and they hopefully know, like, and love me. So that's the reason behind the 150. All right, next, what we got to do is we're going to organize our database with tags. Okay. This is just one method of doing it. There's a ton of methods. I probably have 300 tags in my command right now. Okay. Sometimes I change my mind about the way I set things up, but one staple is the raise top 150. Okay. So, there's lots of different theories, A, B, C, or D, 1, 2, 3s, and 4s, reds, yellow, greens, blues, purples, whatever. But your top 150 should be those 150 people that are in Dunbar's 150 that we just talked about. That makes sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to customize our database just a little bit for success. Okay. Now I'm going to walk you through this, but right now we're just going to talk about it. Okay. I'm going to walk you through actual real life example in my command. We're going to do it. I'm going to create a custom field in command called friend on social ? Okay. And that field is going to be a drop down field, and it's going to have requested, yes, no, or can't find them. So what might be the purpose for that? Anybody guess on that?
Well,
For marketing purposes, but also so that you have a more organized connection to where you can find them and how to reach to them.
Yeah. So,
what I can't find, Ray, because, I have names of people that, I know who they are. I might only have partial. I might only have a phone number, but I don't have an email, that kind of stuff. So that's a good category.
Yeah. So usually, right, you'll see how when we start this command, right, we'll put first put somebody in, and you find them on Facebook, and you send them a friend request, but you're in limbo, right, until they accept it. Well, I'll have in my program, it's going to be wait 2 days, then check and see, did they friend you? Yes or no. And then if you can't find them, you just mark them as can't find them. But you'll always be able to go back a year from now, and let's search the database by who I am not friends with on social, because they never friended me. Now maybe we could start a campaign later on to try and become friends with them. That's just lots of things that you can do later on, little tips and tricks on how to set it up now right to begin with. Okay. Next custom field we're going to do is we're going to create a tax link URL. That's what we're going to name it. And the type of field is going to be as URL. Okay. And I'll show you that. Same thing here, Zestimate link URL. And that's going to be a URL field. Again, don't worry about it. We're going to walk through this, and I'm going to show you exactly. Everybody kind of following so far without seeing it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey guys,
Awesome.
I got a bonus at the end of this. I'm going to make it super, super easy for you. Okay. So stay all the way to the end, and you'll see. Okay. Tom, how many touches should we do a year?
Well, I try to do at minimum of one, and potentially one electronic and one print. That's my CRM tool that I use.
Yeah.
So that's really twice a month with my top 100, a little different than yours.
Yep. So you have a top 100. Yeah.
Right.
Good. So what did Gary Keller says, how many? 36 touch. Everybody heard of that?
Mhm.
Yes.
So 36 times. It sounds like a tremendous amount, right? And again, I don't want to, my touches here. This is the kind of stuff that I stay up at night, guys, worrying about. I know I'm probably weird, but that keeps me up. And this is what my real estate team, I taught them this stuff. And, you can lead a horse to water, right? Are you an implementer or not? Okay, first thing we're going to do, remember we've talked about the neighborhood touch plan, right? Super easy. It's in another video if anybody wants to go see that. but we're going to show you how to do it in this campaign. Super easy. You can do 12 or 24, right? It's either 1 a month or 2 a month. Everybody remember that? There's 2 different options.
Mhm.
I'm going with a minimum of 12 per month here. Okay. Just for this example. So far, easy, right? We're going to set people up on a neighborhood report. All right. Next thing we're going to do is, and again, I'm just talking about this now. We're going to build it here in a second. Okay. We're going to do 12 social media touches. We're going to set up a custom list inside of Facebook. And we are going to go to that custom list. It's going to be scheduled on our calendar every week. You're going to go there, and then this custom list is going to be only your people that are in your top 150. It's not your entire Facebook group. It's not the 500 friends you went to high school with. This is just your top 150. So you'll be able to quickly scroll through there, see who's posting things, and you'll be able to make a really good thought out comment on something about their FORD, friends, occupation, recreation, or dreams, right? Things that are important to them, usually kids, dogs, cats, whatever. That makes sense? 12 times a year, once a month, that's not too hard, right? Everybody good so far?
Yes.
Okay, once a year, we are going to do a CMA drop.
Yeah, cool.
We're going to create a CMA for them. And I'm going to show you how to do it real simple. We're going to create a CMA, and we're going to take it, and we're going to drop it at their door. We're not going to ask their permission. We're not going to tell them it's coming. We're going to go and drop it at their door, and we're going to take a picture of it with our cell phone, just like Amazon does at times when they drop things off at your house. And then we're going to text that to them later on. Sometimes people go in their garage and they never even see their front door. So you're going to text it to them and say, hey, just dropped off a CMA for you. Everybody good?
Good.
All right. Remember the birthday campaign, the day before the birthday?
Right.
Who was on that one? Everybody remember that?
Yes.
Pretty simple, right? Good script. That's one touch a year. Remember that URL field we set up a while ago? We're going to give them a tax update in Texas. I'm not sure about here yet, right? Taxes go out. The new tax values go out in August. So we're going to set it up to where we contact them once a year, and we're going to talk about their tax value. We're going to ask them if they would like some comps so that they can go out and fight their taxes. Okay. Anybody see any issues here so far? Are any of these hard? Any of these things something that you would unsubscribe from if I were your realtor and I were contacting you?
All good.
It looks valuable,
Very good.
right? I mean, no hard touches. All right. The Zestimate. We're going to talk quite a bit about this one here in a minute. All right. We're going to create that URL link to their Zillow page of their actual address. And we're going to record the Zestimate every time we do it. We're going to do this every quarter. Okay. Is Zillow's Zestimate bad or good?
Normally it's bad here.
That's what I always hear. I think they're great.
Start the dialogue.
It starts a dialogue. Absolutely. It can open up a conversation, but you got to be ahead of that conversation, right? Because if you're telling them something that's way off from what they're seeing on Zillow, that could cause problems. They're going to go find the answer that they want from someone else. All right. Okay, we are going to set up a saved search in the MLS, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Save search in the MLS for their specific neighborhood. It's going to be the same search you would do like if you were doing a CMA for this client. I'm going to walk you guys through a client of mine, okay? Every time so I've got these clients, Jason Lang. They live in a nice $1 million neighborhood. And it's not a huge neighborhood. It's about 100 homes, 79, 80, 100 homes, somewhere around there. And they don't turn over a whole lot, but every time a new one goes on the market, or one goes pending, or one actually closes, I get a notification, right? It comes to me, not to them. It's an automatic email save search. As soon as I get that, I reach out to them. Hey, Jason and Kimberly, that house just went under contract. Can you believe it? It was only 8 days. Boom. Text, email, phone call, either any way you want to do it. But they love that, and they think that, man, Ray is on top of the market in my neighborhood. That make sense?
Very much.
Okay. We're going to show you how to do it. We're going to walk through it in a minute. Okay. So that is about 43 touches. But if you want 2 extra bonus touches, this is something that I did with my team. 2 bonus touches. I would do 2 events a year. These were the best. I've tried different things over the years, but these were the best 2, the most successful, the most fun. And I liked them. My team liked them, and all the clients really liked them a lot. So every year, of course, we do the Thanksgiving pie giveaway. You go to Costco and you buy them. They're like $5.99 for a giant pie, and you give one of those to everyone who registers for one. Set up a registration, send it out to them. Hey, we're doing our annual Thanksgiving pie giveaway again. Had so much fun last year. You can take a lot of pictures, photos, social media posting with that. And Valentine's Day, a couple of days before Valentine's Day, we're going to do a mani-pedi party. This was so awesome. The girls loved it. Everybody on our team, all of our clients loved it. The guys that were on the team, we went to the party and we poured champagne and dipped chocolate strawberries to all the girls that were there getting their manicure and pedicures. We had, guess what? Our vendors paid for it all. Title company, lenders that we use. This is one of the things that you can leverage when, the more success you start having. But I got them to pay for it all. All the champagne, all the strawberries, the decorations, even the majority, probably about half of the mani-pedis were actually paid for by our vendors. We let them get whatever they want. They wanted a manicure and a pedicure. They got it. And the guys, we would just walk around. Hey, how's it going? Talking to them. How's that house? Pouring champagne and giving them strawberries and chocolate. Pretty easy. Good. Cool.
Awesome.
Love it.
All right, so that is 43 or 45 touches. Is that hard?
Not now.
No.
How many phone calls?
Yeah.
Just one, maybe a few more if you wanted to do, the sold. If you wanted to call them, you could text them either way, right?
So the phone calls are coming to you saying, hey, Ray, thank you for the mani-pedi, or thank you, Ray, for that's coming to you, instead of you going the other way looking for them.
Yeah. Let me ask another question. Is this, could you hire somebody else to do this for you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You bet.
That's just the way my brain thinks. I don't want to do this crap, right?
But you got to get it set up.
You can
Take the
hire.
initiative, make sure it's done, and then hire it out.
Yep. This is scalable, right? You can build your business, teach your team members how to do all this. Mr. Dan?
Yeah, I'm cleaning my windows. The neighborhood report is sent out from command, whereas the sold pending touches are phone calls. Is that correct?
Phone calls, emails, text messages. I usually do text messages. However you want to do it.
Okay.
Some of this stuff is automated, right? Like the neighborhood touches, but the rest of it are tasks for you or your assistant or any 15-year-old kid that you can hire for free.
Ray, which one did you say you do by text?
Like the sold or the pending touches.
Thank you.
I will, oops. I usually just text them. It's the easiest. You know, most of my clients like texting.
Hey, Ray, it's Sarah. Can I ask a question about the social media?
Yes.
So as far as a Facebook page, I mean, are you recommending that you set up, we have a business Facebook page. So friending people, I guess, who are clients, I guess best to do it there. I'm just wondering, you know, about doing another personal Facebook page that's just really for clients versus my, you know, universe of friends. Or should I
So
be one of them same?
what I'm advocating is creating a list, right? You have a private Facebook page and you have a business page. I friend all my clients, right? But I don't really do much with my business page. I only have it so I can do
Right.
Facebook ads. You know, post something on there every now and then just so it looks fresh. But I do most everything with private page. What we're going to do is we're going to create a list, and I'll show you how to do that here in a minute, where it's only, you'll only see in this, it's not your normal Facebook feed. It'll be your Sphere in Gear, SIG Facebook feed. It's just going to be a custom list of your Sphere and past clients. Sound good?
Yep.
All
Happy
right.
birthday,
So,
Sarah. Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Sarah.
happy birthday, Sarah.
Happy
That's right.
birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See what I'm doing on my birthday?
Good, good, good. Making money, girl. That's good.
All right. So y'all ready to go build this?
Yes, sir.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to command. I've got a couple of different screens open here, so let me know if y'all have trouble seeing it or anything. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. All right. So because of some of the intricacies with command, there's going to be a kind of a multi-step process to this, but you'll see. So here we are in command, right? We're going to go over to Smart Plans. I'm going to create a Smart Plan. And this is going to be KW Santa Fe Sphere and Gear, SIG. Okay. I'm just going to name this temp because I'm going to play around with this a little bit before I push it out. Everybody good? Follow me so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm looking at my other page here to make sure I don't forget anything. All right, first thing we're going to do is, oh, wrong one. So this is the Sphere and Gear initial research. Okay. All right. First thing we're going to do, day one, we are going to do the initial research. It's going to create a task. And this is a non-touch. But the name of this task is going to be initial research for first name, last name. Do y'all see those? Those are merge fields. Again, let's try not to get too worried about it. This is going to be recorded. You'll be able to go back and watch it later on. This task description, what we're going to do is we're going to record their address. We're going to do Google searches for them. We're going to record links to their social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter. We're going to stalk them, right? We're going to make sure that we record their birthday, anniversary, kids information, dogs information, anything that's in, we're going to look at their profiles, anything that you see that's important to them. We're going to record that in command. Okay. Save that, close it. The next thing we're going to do is send them a friend request. And this is a touch. Everybody follow me good? Send them a friend request on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Just about everybody in the world uses Facebook, so. All right, the next task we're gonna do is get their tax link. We've kind of talked about all this stuff already, so you know what I'm talking about, right? We're going to, this just says get tax link. Down here at the bottom where it says add a hyperlink, I'm using, the one from Texas for now, but I know Santa Fe has one as well, but just put the link in right there. That takes me directly to the search page on the county tax records, where you can search for their name or their address, however you want to do it. All right, next is going to be the get their Zestimate link. Do a Google search for their address, okay, and find the exact property on Zillow. Everybody know what I'm talking about on that? So my client, they live at 5421 Lake Victoria, Flower Mound, Texas. So I'm going to find it here on Zillow. Go here. That's all you got to do. But this, since we're just building the plan, we're not actually doing it right now for a customer. So the link to that is going to be Zillow.com. Okay, so we're not actually doing anything yet, right? We're just setting this up. Now, here's what's cool. After we do these things, right, we're gonna put a delay in here. We're gonna set a delay for 1 day. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go add to smart plan. So this is gonna automatically add them to the neighborhood smart plan. All you gotta do is, so you see it's pulling in all my smart plans right here. Just start typing in neighborhood. Remember, we got the monthly and we got the bi-monthly. I'm gonna do just the 12 touches, so once a month. Save and close.
And that's there because you added it in your smart plans previously.
Yep. All right, now, next task is gonna be, I'm gonna set a delay for 2 days. Then I'm gonna create another task that just says, did they friend you on social? If yes, then change their friend on social to yes. Remember that custom field we created? If not, leave it to no. If they have not responded to your friend request, delete that friend request and then add it again, because that sends them a notification to friend you. Okay. By following me?
Yes.
All right. The next thing, we are going to add them to a smart plan automatically. Remember our birthday smart plan? Remember that custom birthday smart plan we did before?
Right?
Since you did all this other research up here, you should already have their birthday recorded in their account. So you're going to add them to that smart plan. And of course, if you can't find their birthday, if they don't have it on Facebook or LinkedIn, you can call them and ask them. You can say something like, hey, Jason, a couple times a year, I'll send out information, that's very important to people in the neighborhoods. We send out birthday cards, things like that pretty often. I just realized I didn't have your birthday. Let me get that from you, so I'll make sure you get those things. Something like that. All right, that was the birthday plan, right? And that is it on that. Save. And then we're going to actually create another smart plan. It's going to be part 2. And I'll show you why. So this one is going to be KW Santa Fe Sphere and Gear. Oops. 2. Give me just a sec. All right. First item's going to be create that saved search. It's going to give you a task to go in there and create their saved search. Remember we talked about a while ago in their
EMA.
in the MLS. Again, it's going to be an automatic saved search for any properties that go pending, active, so new properties that go active, pending, and sold. Save search in the MLS as if you were doing a CMA. Save the search as an auto email to your email address, not theirs. And name the same search. You're going to name it as, Jason Lang, SIG search. Okay. And again, it's going to come to you. Next task is going to be same day, social media touch. So if you remember, we only talked about it before. We haven't actually created tasks to do it yet. So here, you're going to make a well thought out comment on something that looks important to them, right? Not just a like. You want to make a good comment, 2 or 3 sentences. All right, what is next? Save that. We're going to set a delay, 30 days. Then we're going to do another social media touch. Same thing as the last one. Same exact thing, right? Then we're going to set another delay. 30 days. Save. The reason we have to kind of do some things like this is there's a lot of rules inside of Command where you can't have a smart plan that goes longer than 90 days, and you can't have so many touches, and you can't have adding to different smart plans too many in one day. There's lots of little nuances to it. So, but this is the best way I figured out how to create it. So now we're at 31 days on this smart plan, right? Last one was set a delay. Okay, then what's next? Another social touch, right?
So do you do that 12 times then?
Almost.
Okay.
Show you a little trick here in a sec. Okay, so we're 61 days in. Then we're going to set a delay again. See right here, if I try to do a 30-day delay, save, and tell me smart plan cannot exceed 90 days. Okay. So we're going to do 29 days, save it.
Smart.
And then at the end here, so we're at day 61. Then we're going to create another task, and that's going to be a Zestimate touch. So you already have their saved link, right? So we're going to go to that link, and we're going to go find them and take a look at their Zestimate. And we're going to compare that to what we've been seeing in their CMA. Is it trending upwards or downwards? What kind of conversation can we create with them that's valuable around that Zestimate? Let me, I just want to show you guys something here. Have you ever looked at yours estimate?
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is their house for my clients, the Langs. But if you see right here where it says Zestimate, you click on it. They're giving all their disclosures here of why they're off, what's going on. But click on Learn More, go into it. You'll see that some of this stuff can be way off, and they even admit it to being way off. And I would actually send this out to some clients. But look at this. So you go to metro area, states, or national, right? If you go to states and look at New Mexico is like Texas. It's a non-disclosure state, right? So all they have is 8.2 thousand homes with Zestimates. That's way off too, right? But look at their little disclosure down here. Last updated June 26th of 19. Okay. Go to the top metro areas and let me see here. Where was it? Dallas, 18. There was some here like I was just scrolling through, and this is stuff you can show to your clients, but oh, maybe here it is. Okay. Look at this. Chicago, 58.1% was within 10% of the actual sales price. That's terrible. 10%. 50% in Cleveland, Ohio. This is good stuff you can talk to your clients about, right? So you have a little bit of data to back what you're saying. All right, everybody following so far? We good? Okay, we're at 90 days in on this smart plan, right? So what are we gonna do down here at the bottom? Anna Marie, what your question was?
Was,
You said
Just-
we're gonna do this 12 times, right?
right, because of the year?
Yeah,
The
see this
annual.
little button? See this little button right here?
Yes?
Restart the smart plan.
Ah.
How many times do you want to restart it? Unlimited.
Very
Save. Boom. All right,
So
how's
then
that?
that is amazing.
All right.
I love it.
You're brilliant. Thank you.
I'm not brilliant. I just stay up late and study this crap.
I know you're at the office early in the morning to late at night too. Ray and along with Sarah's, when you're doing the Facebook feed, are you forming a group in your Facebook with the top 150?
Yes. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that next.
Okay.
So you're gonna go, you see my Facebook feed here? All right, we're gonna go over here to top left. So I'm just on the home page, right? Top
Okay.
left, see where it says friends list, friend lists. These are different. Here's a funny story. You see this one right here, KW influencers. Tom, I know you've heard me say this before. And I got this from Ben Kinney too. If you want to do something at a high level, if you want to be successful at it, growing wealth, selling real estate, whatever, put a system to it, right? Put a system to it, just like what we're creating right here. When I got this job, team leader for KW Santa Fe, I put a system to it. This KW influencers list, you want to know who's in that list?
Yeah, now you got me curious.
It's Gary Keller, it's Josh Team, Smokey Garrett, Jama Fontaine, Leslie Akers, all the people that I know who have influence and who could help me get this job.
Good. Excellent.
Okay, so we're going to go right here and create a list. And we're going to call this Ray's SIG, Sphere and Gear. Okay, so all you got to do, create. Now, add friends to this list, right? So that person that we were, I'm gonna add my beautiful wife. All right. So your past clients, right? You're gonna go and you're gonna add them to this list just like that. So you can edit the list, rename the list, whatever you want to do. But all you have to do is keep adding people right here. And if you can't remember who's in it, who's not in it, you click on that see all. Here you can continue searching for people. If you are friends with them, it should show up. So this was people that were on the list, right? If they're just a friend of mine, right, I can go here. If I want to add this person to the list. Anyway, just go through here and click on whoever you want to add to the list. By following with me? So right now I just have the 3. So we're going to go here, go to friend list, Ray's Sphere and Gear. So you're going to get a news feed, right? That just has those people in it. And then what I do is, you see, it's got a special URL up here. I just save it. I call it Sphere and Gear Facebook. And so I just saved it right in my bookmark. It's right here. Just put a little quick shortcut to it. So that's a quick and easy way to go find
Love it.
people in your list. So you want to go look at my influencers list? Let's see. Haven't used it in a long time. I haven't been on there. Look, there's Jamie Fontaine. Kellen Porter, he's used to be a team leader in Colorado. He's now in California. Anyway, these are people that I know.
Very cool. Very cool, Rick.
Cool. Pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
All right. Where are we? Let's go back and look at the touches. So we added the neighborhood. We added the social media. The CMA drop. Okay, here we go. Next step. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your Google Calendar, right? That we all have, because we all have a Gmail account with Keller Williams. You can have lots of different calendars, right? So I'm going to unclick all of these. We're going to create a brand new calendar. See this button right here, plus? Create new calendar. I'm going to call it my marketing calendar. That's it. That's all I got to do. Because command because of the issues with command. Okay, see, here's that calendar right here, right? You see it's purple. Let's go back here. See, it's purple. If you click these little 3 dots right here, I'm going to change that to green for money. Good. All right. So we needed to create the CMA drop, right? We're going to do that once a year. When do we want to do that? I think, actually, I think I had it. I was doing it 2 times a year. I want to do it 2 times a year. I think the first week of February would be a good time because, right, getting ready to roll into that spring season. I would say February 1st. Let's create CMA drop. For top 150. Okay. This is going, let's go down here to more options. This is going to be an all-day event. And it's going to be the first, so this whole first week of February, right? Because we might have 150 people we have to CMA drop to. And it's going to repeat every 6 months.
Got it.
Okay, we're gonna do the first week of February, and then that would be what February 1, 2, 3. Let's go. I'm gonna take a look at this by the month. And then it's going to be the first week of August. All right. And that should be close to the time where they're getting their tax information in. So that should help kind of a double whammy there, right? So this is going to repeat every year. This is we're going to edit this, and I'm just going to send me a notification. Add a notification. I want to get notification 2 days before at 9 a.m. So I'm going to get a notification 2 days before 9 a.m. saying, hey, you need to do all these CMA drops. So get your assistant on it. Get your free labor from your kids or grandkids, whatever you got. Okay, so that takes care of the CMA drop, right? We got the birthday. We got the tax update. Let's go back to our marketing calendar. When do we want to do the tax update? Taxes come out in, what we say, October?
October.
I say the first week in October.
Because they're doing, they'll come out in November 10th and they're due December 10th. And then there's another one in April and May. Is that correct, Tom?
That's correct.
They come out a couple of times a year?
Yeah, they give you notification because they can be paid in half if you wanted to in the state.
Oh, okay. So the date that the new value comes out, that's when I would be doing this.
And that's in the fall. You're right.
Yep. So add a notification 1 day before, maybe 2 days before 9 a.m. We're going to repeat this every year about September 6th. Everybody following?
Cool.
Yes.
All right, tax update, Zestimate updates. We already added that. That's in our plan already. The sold and pending touches, that's what we're going to get notified on those. And then the bonus touches a couple times a year. That'll be, you know, if you want to put that on your calendar, do it the same way we just did those other two. All right. That's our future office one day.
Woohoo! I can hardly wait till those screens come up.
Okay, cool. Here we all are. All right. What questions do you guys have?
This is killer, Ray. There's anybody who's been on this and everyone who's always looking at, you know, asking me various times, what's a good way to to be in touch with our clients, you know, weekly, daily, monthly. Man, this looks like a no fail plan. It's excellent.
Right. It's not hard, right? But it's easy, right? It's easy to do it. It's going to take a little bit of work, but you know, I mean, everybody wants to work by referral. Those are the easiest customers to work, right? You ever worked internet leads? They're tough. They don't know you, like you, trust you, love you, anything. They're not loyal. They are most likely to ask for your commission. But referrals from past clients in Sphere, they're not going to ask you for a commission cut. Very rarely, anyway.
So Ray, question. So when you log into Command every day, then you have a pretty healthy list of tasks each day to do. Is that correct?
Yeah, you should. I actually, absolutely.
After you set this up?
Fast. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And again, it's something that's scalable. You don't have to do all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can have an assistant, you know, go onto Facebook and make well thought out comments for you, or do all this initial research. You know, that again, this is a 2-step plan, right? Step 1 and step 2. Step 1 is most of the stuff happens in the first couple of days. It's just doing all that research. But once you get it, you know, you can do it pretty quickly. And I was racking my brains back when I used to use Infusionsoft, trying to figure out, and I hired people, and I paid them money to, you know, engineers to try and go out through the API that Zillow has and also that Infusionsoft has, and to record the tax data and stuff into a Google Doc spreadsheet for me that I created charts and graphs, and I was sending that out to the clients, right? So it made it a little more visually appealing for them. But, you know, it was just a bad exercise and spent a lot of money on it. Wasn't necessary, but, you know, thought it was cool.
You know, Ray, too, I think the one thing that I saw, and I appreciate it, you really made this practical of why Command is so powerful. You know, I know we all have little snippets and so forth that we've learned from Scott Leroy, you know, doing the little birthday thing that she taught us as well. But by you putting it all together as one campaign, it just makes Command very, very dynamic and a real reason people need to really jump in on it.
Yeah. I like to, I'm really, man, I'm just a poor boy from Southeast Texas, the Louisiana border, barely graduated high school. I like to be able to turn my brain off and let the computer tell me what to do and just follow it. That's all you got to do. If it says make a social media touch, make a social media touch, clear that task every day. Any tasks you have, just go clear them. Do what it says to do. And you know, I'm going to massage this some more and put some better instructions in there. So it really makes sense. But, you know, whatever it says to do, just do it. Yeah, and that is a lot better than chasing Zillow leads and spending a ton of money. How much money did we spend on this?
Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's a, you know, a little rah-rah for KW again. You know, those are things, you and I were talking about this yesterday, is that people don't realize that they would have to pay for these tools, how much it would cost. And I think some of the newer, and I will say some of the younger brokers, more than millennials, they're beginning to see that. And, you know, even our recruits are beginning to be younger because they're not afraid of the computer and they're going for it. Cool.
A few thoughts on that too. As one of those that back at the beginning of my real estate career back in 2002, we did spend a lot of money on these tools, and they were all separate. None of this was integrated as they are within this end-to-end platform within KW Command. So to have it all in one smooth place, everything all pre-formatted from the front of the transaction to getting the clients, pulling them through the transaction to the end. And then as Ray was just saying, being able to loop them back around as a past client, market to them is really a beautiful thing.
Good.
I love this program.
That's right.
So Ray, what if you have, you know, so I have people that haven't bought or, you know, sold with me, but they send referrals. So do I still do the Zillow, you know, the Zestimate and that sort of thing of the home that they own and just keep them on this same plan?
I would absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Just, you know, just adding value to them, right? You know?
Right.
And it's also just keeping your name out there in front all the time. It's you know, you sell them a house and then you kind of forget them. You send maybe cards, you send flyers or whatever. With this, you know, you're hitting them at the minimum was once a month with valuable things. And don't tell me everybody wants to know what the neighbor's selling their house for next door. And because they know that's the value of their property too, going up, going down. So there's a lot of pluses to all of it. Okay, cool.
So yeah, this last slide here again, right? This is my quote here. Version 1 is better than version none. Just I'm serious. Don't get bogged down with you know, minutia and crap and just thinking it's got to be prettier. It's not perfect. Get it going. Get it out there. Make it better as you go if you need to. See the bottom little thing there. It says, could this slide have been better? The presentation been better, prettier? It's pretty generic, right? I don't have any pictures on here. It's just white and black. But I got it done, and hopefully you guys got value from it.
Absolutely.
I didn't get paralyzed with trying to make it pretty.
Oh, this is fantastic. It's really worth the hype.
Okay, guys. So the big bonus. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save this out there in the library. I'm going to continue massaging it and get it all just perfect. I'm going to save both of the plans out there in the library in KW Command. So you will go in there and go into Smart Plans, click on Library, and do a search. And again, I'm going to name it KWSF SIG. So KW Santa Fe SIG for Sphere and Gear, and it'll be part 1 and part 2. Just search for that and import it right into your Smart Plans.
Wow.
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 Press go. Just press play. Don't overthink
Awesome.
it.
Thank you.
Don't,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool.
This is really wonderful. Thank you.
Wow.
I love that kind of feedback, guys. That's, you know.
So it's nice to hear, Ray, because I know you spent a lot of time on this and you stayed up all late last night redoing a lot of it. So we appreciate it.
Yeah. I had it all done in a different CRM. I just needed to figure out how to make it work for Command. And so that was good. It forced me to do it, but.
Well, you did it.
Kudos.
Thank you.
Kudos to Ray.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, bring me some
Awesome.
recruits and you can pay me back.
Will do.
all of your next closings, right? Just bring them in. Tell them about this stuff, right? Show them the YouTube page. Get them in, come underneath you. All right, guys. That's all I got.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you so
you.
much, Ray.
All right.
Thank
See y'all later.
You have a
Enjoy.
great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.